Hi there, Storytime friends. This is Tammy at the Pine River Public Library, and I am here back with some summer fun story times. All of our story times each week are going to be related to the activity that we have going on in the library for our summer reading program. Our theme this summer is Beyond the Beaten Path, which is a completely outdoor theme, basically Camp I Read. We want you to have fun outdoors. We have lots of books about what you can do outdoors, and then we want you to go do it. This week's theme is camping. We are making a campfire lantern, which will be available on Thursday after 11 o'clock. You can do it as a take and make kit, or you can do it right here at the library with library staff after our guest speaker, which I will tell you about in a little bit, because I have a special story about our guest speaker. So first, let's start with our first camping story. It is Camping Day. What shall we do today? Said Sam, Pam, Will, and Jill. Cookout? Said Sam. Hangout? Said Pam. Workout? Said Will. Camp out? Said Jill. Yes, said Sam, Pam, Will, and Jill. Take maps, said Sam. The packs, said Pam. The lights, said Will. The tent, said Jill. Tenton would be a good option to take with. We're off, said Sam, Pam, Will, and Jill. They drove and drove and drove and drove. They parked their van beside a grove. North, south, east, west. They picked the trail that looked the best. They hiked through the woods. They climbed the hills too. They stopped and sighed. Oh, what a view! Birds, said Sam. Trees, said Pam. Flowers, said Will. Bees, said Jill. Freeze, said Sam, Pam, Will, and Jill. They crossed the stream and they jumped a fence. Let's camp here and set up our tent. Tie where? Said Sam. Peg there? Said Pam. Can't see, said Will. Help me, said Jill. Finally, said Sam, Pam, Will, and Jill. Let's eat, said Sam. Hot dogs, said Pam. And beans, said Will. Oops, toots, said Jill. P.U., said Sam, Pam, Will, and Jill. S'mores, said Sam. More, said Pam. Songs, said Will. Stories, said Jill. Scary, said Sam, Pam, Will, and Jill. They put out their fire. They put out their light. They shivered in the ink-black night. Who snored? Asked Sam. Who roared? Asked Pam. Who growled? Asked Will. Who howled? Asked Jill. Let's see, said Sam, Pam, Will, and Jill. Why, Jaws, cried Sam. Long claws, cried Pam. Big paws, said Will. Loud roar, cried Jill. A dinosaur, cried Sam, Pam, Will, and Jill. Let's scram, cried Sam, Pam, Will, and Jill. Did you see what it really was? There was no dinosaur. They grabbed their things, they ran and they ran. They sped away in their small van. Stop, said Sam. Safe, said Pam. Home, said Will. Let's camp, said Jill. Snore. Pam, Sam, Will, and Jill. Sometimes the best place to camp is right in your own backyard, isn't it? We have another camping story. Let's see how this one turns out. Hopefully no dinosaurs are at their camp. My Aunt Jackie invited me to go camping with her and my cousin Samantha this weekend. And my dad said yes. I've never been camping before, but I know I will love it. I got a sleeping bag and a new flashlight. And Dad and I made some trail mix just for camping. Aunt Jackie sent a list of things to pack. Let's see if these are the same things you take. A hat. I got my hat. Sneakers, not flip-flops. A water bottle. A flashlight. A backpack. A towel. Pajamas. Definitely a camera. A sleeping bag. A pillow. And sunblock. Extra underwear. A swimsuit. Shorts. She's going to take her foxy stuffed animal with. Sunglasses, Band-Aids, t-shirt, socks, comic books, swimming mask, sweatshirt, whistle, and trail mix. Are those on your camping list? I'm not sure it's all going to fit. Look at her stuff in your duffel bag. I'm ready. And then I wait and wait. Finally, they're here. Hi, Aunt Jackie. Hi, Samantha. Hi, Ernestine. Bye, Dad. I love you, E. I hope Dad doesn't miss me too much. It's a long drive to Cedar Tree Campground. So we look at the comic books. We play Cat's Cradle. We stare out the window and we sing along with the radio. That sounds like a very fun road trip. Look at that scene. Isn't it beautiful? Finally, we're here, and it's so quiet and big. It smells like trees and fire and dirt. You need a lot of stuff to go camping, so it takes a long time to unpack. Samantha and I decided to set up a tent. I build forts all the time at home, so this should be easy. Well, it's not one bit easy. Looks like they're having a little trouble. I'm sweating. Me too. Let's take a swim. Okay. I love swimming at the Y. I can touch the bottom of the pool there. There are fish in this water. Don't worry, Ernestine. The fish won't bite you. I promise. That's okay. I think I'll just watch you swim. So swimming in the lake is a little different than swimming in a public pool, huh? When Samantha's finally done swimming, we decide to eat lunch. Let's go on a hike. Ooh, I love hikes. My dad says hiking is just walking, but in nature instead of the city. I walk to school every day. Here's what I need to take with me to go hiking: my backpack, my hat, sunglasses, whistle, camera, water bottle, sunblock, granola bar, trail mix, apple, raisins, leftover chips, cheese sticks, peanut butter crackers, cookies, bandages, and of course my stuffed Foxy. That's a very full backpack. There are a lot more hills here than on my way to school. My feet are tired already. Maybe I brought too much stuff with me. I think I need a water break. When we finally stop, I eat a lot, so my backpack will be lighter on the way back. This is the biggest tree ever. It's huge. Don't slip on the log. It's a banana slug. There is so much to explore out in the trees. It is way easier to hike downhill. When we get back to the campsite, Samantha and I set up a campfire. So, what's for dinner? Oh, tofu hot dogs, a broccoli salad. They're my favorite. Tofu hot dogs are not my favorite, but I am really hungry. The broccoli salad was good. Wait till you try s'mores. They are scrumptious. This is what you need for s'mores: marshmallows, graham cracker, chocolate, and a marshmallow roasting stick. Mine is perfect. Oh no, mine's on fire. First you have to roast your marshmallows over the campfire. Then you just make a sandwich: graham cracker, chocolate, marshmallow, and another graham cracker. And then you eat it. S'mores are scrumptious. And I don't know about you, but I've had enough of marshmallow on my face too when I eat s'mores. Before we know it, it is night all around us. I crawl into my sleeping bag and we read with the light from Aunt Jackie's lantern until she says that it is time to go to sleep. Good night, girls. Good night. 2 seconds later, Aunt Jackie and Samantha are snoring. But I can't fall asleep. I'm boiling. I need to get my socks off. Where'd my water bottle go? Where is Foxy? Oh, now I'm freezing. Is anyone else really awake? I wonder if my dad is awake at home. Aunt Jackie. Aunt Jackie, can I call my dad? Aunt Jackie lets me use her phone, but there's no reception, so the phone doesn't work. I want to go home. Let's go look at the stars. Let's go on there. It is really dark outside when you're not in the city. Don't be scared. Can you see? Look at the beautiful night sky. All the stars lit up, the fireflies on the water, the moon shining. Look, a shooting star. Wow. Make a wish on the shooting star. Oh, I think I'm ready to go to sleep now, Aunt Jackie. When I wake up in the morning, the tent is warm and bright. Aunt Jackie and Samantha are already eating breakfast. They are the best pancakes ever. Camping pancakes. Want to swim? It's our last chance. Okay. We can hold hands and jump in together. That should scare all the fish away. 1, 2, 3, jump! We swim and swim and swim. The fish don't even bite me once. Packing up is even harder than unpacking when you go camping. You have to roll up your sleeping bag, pack your duffel bag, take down the tent, and disassemble the tent. Then we have to pack it all back in the car. When we finally get our stuff in the car, it takes all three of us to close the back door. Goodbye, Cedar Tree Campground. I can't wait to come back next year. Me too. And it's a long drive back home. We eat the trail mix. We stare out the window. We sleep. We stare out the window some more. Hi, Dad. Hi, Samantha. Thank you, Aunt Jackie. I had the best time. Maybe we can just have a sleepover next weekend. Dad, have you ever tried s'mores? Oh, she must have really liked those s'mores. And now I have a special book from our special guest that will be coming on Thursday. So if you come to the library on Thursday at 10:30 in the morning on June 9th, Smokey the Bear will be here to talk about camping and campfire safety tips. But let's see Smokey's story now. Do you know that this is a true story about Smokey the Bear? A long time ago, in 1950, a tiny bear was born in New Mexico. He ran and jumped, he chased birds and butterflies, and he was very happy in the forest. Then a wildfire started in the forest. The fire was started by someone who was careless. How did it start? Was it children playing with matches? Did someone leave a campfire burning? Was it someone burning trash or leaves? Did someone throw a lit cigarette away? Well, someone called the fire ranger and told the ranger all about the fire. Who could have called? Was it someone who lived nearby? Was it the person passing by that saw the fire from his car? Or was it somebody way up in the fire tower? Soon, the firefighters came out and worked hard in all the heat and smoke and dust to put the fire out. They worked with shovels, axes, and big bulldozers. That's a big fire. When the fire was out, what do you think the firefighters found? A little bear cub. Although he had climbed a tree to try to escape the fire, the cub was burned badly. All four of his paws had blisters, and they hurt very much. His fur was burned on his back and on his tummy. So what do you think that little bear thought about the person who started the fire? How do you think the little bear got down from the tree? Well, he was rescued by a game warden who was working with the firefighters. Could he run? No. His paws were so badly burned, it hurt to stand up. Could he play? No. His playground and home are now burned to the ground because of the wildfire. After he was rescued, what do you think happened to this little cub? That same game warden very gently carried the little bear cub to an animal doctor, a veterinarian, who put the medicine on the burns and put bandages on his little bear paws. The game warden took the bear back to his house. He and his daughter fed the bear and cared for the little bear, and they gave him a name, Smokey. They named him after the forest fire prevention symbol created just 6 years earlier. As Smokey got better and grew up, the game warden put Smokey on a plane and sent him to the National Zoo in Washington, D.C. This was his new home. People cared for him. He grew up to be big and strong. He became the living symbol for forest fire prevention. That is a long trip, isn't it? All the way from New Mexico to Washington, D.C. Smokey the Bear became a hero all across the country and throughout the world. Smokey is always on the lookout for wildfires. He told all of us that we must follow his rules to prevent wildfires. Do you know Smokey's 5 prevention rules? The number 1 rule is only you can prevent forest fires. Rule number 2, always be careful with fire. Rule number 3, never play with matches or with lighters. Rule number 4, always watch your campfire. If you have a fire going, do not walk away from it. Somebody must always be beside it. You never know. And rule number 5, make sure that your campfire is completely out before leaving it. If you're camping, before you go to bed, you want your fire out. If you have to leave to go on a hike or go on the boat, you need to put your fire out. Smokey Bear is very glad to know that you are his friend. And now he's going to count on you to help promote his rules to prevent wildfires. How can you help? Tell all your friends about Smokey the Bear. His story and his rules will help prevent wildfires. And remember, what's Smokey's number 1 rule? Only you can prevent forest fires. So that was our very fun story about Smokey the Bear. And if you want to meet Smokey the Bear, you can come to the library at 10:30 Thursday, June 9th. We'll see you next week with some more outdoor fun story time.